When music moves, it shakes the world. From passion to action. Catch conversations and inspiration as we get to know emerging artists at the Ohio University's Music Industry Summit.
We are the university that finds the way to do the most unique things and the coolest things.
This is the Launchpad Podcast.
Hey there, and welcome to another episode of the Launchpad Podcast. It is season 2, and we are glad that you are part of the Launchpad family. As always, we are coming to you from Ohio University for the Music Industry Summit, the best place that you can be to have great keynotes, great artist mentor sessions, and so much more. My name is David Oyuke, host and producer of the Launchpad Podcast. And today, we take a little bit of a detour. Not so much, but you'll understand why. When people hear the term musician, it is all a wide term. Today, we're going to get to understand what are some of those nuances. What does it mean when someone is a songwriter versus an artist versus a performing songwriter? And with this introduction, I think you'll know where we're going with this conversation. So today we're going to be having a chat with a winner of ASCAP Guitar Best Unsigned Pop Songwriter Competition from Nashville, Tennessee. Winner We Are Listening Songwriting Contest Series, multiple more awards as a songwriter, but is now transitioning from being a songwriter to a performing artist. So for some, they might say not so emerging, but for this person, he's like, I'm emerging as a new musician, new artist, and we cannot wait to learn their story. Launchpad family, let's welcome Vincent Trocchia.
Thank you very much, David. I appreciate it.
How are you doing?
Appreciate it. Appreciate that introduction. Yeah, you're right. It's a big detour. It's a big detour.
I love to ask people, tell me your origin story. Where do you come from? Do you come from music? Was it always in your blood when you were younger? Is it something you always wanted to do? What's your origin story?
Yeah, I come from about 20 miles down the road. And so I'm a local. I didn't go to OU here, but I did attend many of the Halloween parties. So I'm pretty familiar.
Yeah, you're one of us now.
Yeah, you know, just the basic stuff, I guess. Good musical family kind of upbringing. I was very lucky. Had a good upbringing. I'm a privileged white guy, I guess. For around here, we were very poor, but I didn't really know that till I got older. But I was able to do a lot of sports all through high school and college, music all through high school. Did every music choir kind of thing there was. So I was always very musical, but I didn't get into that professionally or even otherwise. I stayed in sports all the way through college. Got a degree in recreation, and got a job in Nashville when I was 35, I think. And so once I was down there, I kind of got bitten by this songwriting bug, and started to play guitar. And I'd fiddled around with music before, so I've always loved it very much. But when I got down there and heard some of the great songwriters, it was kind of a good thing and a bad thing. It was good, I knew instantly this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Mm-hmm. But then the bad was like, God, why didn't I realize this when I was 16 or something? I wasted, all these years. So, but anyway, I got down there and got into it a little bit more. But like you were saying at the beginning, I've never wanted to do the artist thing before. I'm kind of a long time staff writer wannabe, at a major label. And I have a lot of friends that I know and have met who moved to Nashville, were in the same Nashville class as I was, moved down there in the early 90s, who are doing that now. And I'm lucky to still be in contact with them a lot and get a lot of support from them. So, but yeah, I'm transitioning.
And what does that transition look like for you? Is it just Are you going to stop songwriting for other people and start songwriting your own songs and performing them? How does that look like from your perspective?
Um, yeah, I mean, I've always written. I've always tried to be a writer who can write different styles and different genres, and I have no problem with that. I think I can do that, fairly well. Um, but I want to be able to become a better performing singer-songwriter, and I want to be able to have a little bit better access into some things like, for example, the Nelsonville Festival, singer-songwriter festivals, which feature a little bit more that style, singer-songwriter, acoustic, maybe with a keyboard player or a bass player or something, but pretty much that kind of a thing, as opposed to a bigger thing. But I don't really want to take it farther than that. I just want see. I don't even have a I don't even have a web page right now.
Oh.
I mean, I do. I have this. It's on Reverb Nation. But as far as what looks like a lot more of a professional artist kind of a web page, so I want people to, and the way it is these days is, well, how many Instagram followers do you have? How many, what kind of an audience do you have, and that kind of stuff. And right now I don't have, any.
Do those things feel daunting to you as an artist? Because granted, you say you've worked in the industry for quite a while, but now you're the artist. Does it feel daunting to you sometimes? Do you wake up and maybe get the jitters like, do I really want to do this?
No. To me, it's not daunting. It's just, it's a little difficult. It's things that are not normal for me, but like many people will say, a lot of true growth only comes from when you step outside of your comfort zone. And I've been going to, for example, a jazz open mic night, which is very big in Columbus, Park Street Tavern, been going on for many years, Pete Mills, as a vocalist. So you go and, the house band plays for an hour, and then you request a song, an old jazz standard. And that's not daunting, but it's a challenge, because it's just a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you know jazz a whole bunch or not.
I love
listen
jazz.
to a lot of jazz. And when they give you the chance to get up, the vocalist, you sing the verse, and then you start giving away solos. And at the open mic, of course, they put me up, last, and with everybody else who wants to get. So there's no one up there except the bass player, who's in the house band. Everyone else is new. So he gets a solo, he gets a solo, he gets a solo, So that whole time I'm counting, because I have to come back in at the right time.
Yeah.
And then the last person always that they give the solo to is a drummer. And of course, they always go into a different time of the signature or something.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, I hope I come in at the right time,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you have to step out of that.
Yeah. You mentioned your Reverb Nation, and there's some really great songs on your artist profile. We're going to link that in the description as well. Can you tell us a little bit about the songs on that Reverb Nation artist profile? Tell us a little about the songs there, because when you listen to them, they're so emotive. They're so inviting. There's something about the stuff there that kind of reaches into you. Can you tell us a little bit about the stuff you have there?
Well, thank you. I mean, I think that's a good thing, isn't it?
It is. It's a wonderful thing.
I've always been a little stronger with melodically than lyrically. And that doesn't bode real well in Nashville, which is predominantly country music. I mean, they just everything is lyrics there. So I try to work on that. But, all those songs on that page are just all these different songs I've done, and on that page specifically, some of them are work tape, which is just, recorded on an iPhone or something, cheap. Some of them are demos, which have been done at a recording studios. And 2 or 3 of them are cuts that I have, album cuts that have been done by another artist. But I don't know. A lot of artists have this real I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, the way I do it, but a lot of artists will say, well, you know, it's emotionally, this is something that means a lot to me and blah, 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 you know, but like I have one song called She's Got My Heart. It's kind of a country song. It's a hook kind of a song. You know, guys, you know, they have a baby and he's like, you know, she's got her mama's eyes, but she's got my heart. What a twist kind of a song. And everyone hears that and they're like, oh, how old is your daughter? It's like, I don't have any kids. You know, I just wrote the song.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't mean that I can't have genuine
Of course.
kind of
yeah.
feelings about that, but
But you're telling a larger story.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just have different kind of songs like that. So
I like that.
I do have one song on there called Waffle House Waitress, and I'm a deliberate attempt to write something a little bit less emotionally. But I mean, it turned out being a love song. It's a little bit more humorous. It's a little bit less.
So there's something I always ask. You've mentioned about you're able to dabble into different genres. We have this thing called the Fantastic Artist. So I want you to pick one thing from one artist and another thing from another artist. And I want you to try and make one singular artist from picking different things from different people. So who would you pick and what would you pick about them to make a fantastic artist?
Oh, great. Okay, well, a fantastic artist would be me.
Okay, I like that.
And it would be a cross between Gregory Porter, who
I love Gregory Porter. I'll
he
just tell
is
you that.
so good.
Oh my gosh.
He is so good.
I wrote to him. I'm like, please come to Athens, Ohio.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He is awesome. I mean, he's like a family man now, I think, and he's got kids, so he's probably, I don't even think he tours as much as he did at first, but how good of an artist is he? And of course, his stuff, you know, his albums are, and he writes the songs, just unbelievable. But, you know, so as a songwriter, it's just fantastic. But then he'll always do 3 or 4 traditional jazz standards, just fantastically. The interpretation of them is just great. But I've also always loved Bill Withers.
Oh, I love Bill Withers as well.
Bill Withers. And, you know, I love his non-artist kind of, you know, in an age where everyone has a shtick, you know, that's the guy that wears the hat, or that's the guy, you know, he had, you know, I mean, you know, during his shows, they just sat around, like on the couch, and the bass player sitting on the speaker. There's his shtick is no shtick. So it would be a cross between something like that.
Yeah, sweet.
And and hopefully, I'd love to do something like that.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah. So before we ask you to pitch it perfect, which is a segment that we ask how you would feel best supported as an artist, I would feel really bad if I let you go without asking you this question. So as a songwriter, would you rather...
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Look at you.
No, I'm just, you know, I don't sit around with headphones on very much. It's cool. But you told me earlier you liked my voice. Thankfully, it sounds a lot better when I sing than when I talk. I'm now very aware that you have this beautiful baritone
Thank you.
radio voice.
Thank you.
And I've always had this,
Nah,
and now I'm very aware of that with these on.
Nah, I think you sound great.
But tell me about your
So
exercise.
I want you to tell me, would you rather a song that feels like a hug?
Feels like a hug.
Or a song that feels like a wake-up call?
Well, you know, wake-up call sounds, well, yeah, no. If you get specific, you know, why not both, or why not one and then the other? You know, you should be able to write both, you know, I would think. And I think that they're both good in different situations. You know, hug songs are always very good. I'm kind of a Nashville snob. I try not to be, but that's where I cut my teeth in songwriting. And everyone in Nashville always says, you know, it's got to be a feel-good song. It's got to be a feel-good song. And I have some songs that are not. Sometimes they're a little bit tragic. Sounds like it's going to be a feel-good song, you know, and then all of a sudden she leaves them, you know. And that's just kind of what I felt like writing.
Yeah.
But they're like, that's not going to go.
So would you rather
It was a hug song.
a hug,
Well,
or a hug or a wake-up call?
When I think of, what was the other one?
A hug or a wake-up call?
Yeah. Wake up call sounds more, political, like, come on, folks, we need to
do
blah,
something.
blah, blah. So those can both be good, but, I suppose
This is hard, right?
I suppose hug. Everyone loves hug.
Everyone loves a hug. Absolutely. So it's time to picture perfect. And this is where we ask you as a Launchpad family, how would you feel best supported? You can tell us, what would it mean to you? How can we help you get to where you want to get to as a performing artist?
Oh, you already are. You picked me to be on this. So, that's fantastic. Just this exposure and, that's great. You've already helped tremendously. Thank you very much.
No, it is our pleasure as a Launchpad family. We want to support wherever you are going. You've made a mark in the songwriting category. Now we want to see you emerge
Yes.
as a performing artist.
Pressure's on.
Pressure's on. This is the good pressure.
Once you make it.
Yeah.
Stepping out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Once you do that, then, follow through with it.
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Right. As always, we love to highlight the next best now on the Launchpad podcast. So we want you to stay tuned because we still have some great episodes coming up in this series. But for right now, we're going to be saying adios. So we'll see you on the next one. And remember, it is coming to you from Ohio University's Music Industry Summit. Like I love to say, if you're not here, where are you? See you on the next one. Thanks for watching or listening to the Launchpad podcast. Click the links in the About page to get to know more about our artists, follow their journeys, and also find out what comes next in their story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you at the next launch.